grow the economy, and the budget will balance itself.
My stories get covered nationally. This story is much bigger than any of them, and it has not been covered by one mainstream media.
My name is Tony Crawford, and I am a bank whistleblower author of Magna Carta Loophole, Gullible, Taxpayer Law, and Contaging, the Tax Invasion Plan, Twice Fooled Carney Mark, how monetary policy funds the super-rich at the expense of taxpayers like me. The Canadian Central Bank started as a public bank to issue cheap money in the best interest of Canadians. Prime Minister Pierre Elliott Trudeau and Finance Minister Jean Chrétien changed bank law and monetary policy to borrow from foreign banks to print more expensive Trudeau cost of loonies. Taxpayers sued Governor of the Bank, Mark Carney, in 2011 to restore banking to public good and the government to comply with the law.
The other part of the challenge, which goes hand in hand with the banking fraud that's going on, is against the Minister of Finance and the budgetary process.
Thank you, Speaker. This petition is for identity validation and financial due diligence that will safeguard people's wealth and equity.
What changes that you're hoping for?
My hope is that the court declare that the government is bound by the legislation.
They make the laws, our judiciary scrutinizes them for conformity with the Constitution, but wisdom of legislation is not in the bailiwick of courts.
Parliament can be as nincompoop as they want, so long as they don't inflict constitutional violation.
It's very reassuring, thank you.
I know, but that's the law. The case before you is that there is an executive breach of a constitutional requirement by the Minister of Finance with respect to the budget process. Removing and not revealing the true revenues of Parliament breaches the constitutional right to no taxation without representation.
Telling me if you have a problem, your complaint should be to your representative and not to the court.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Tony Crawford, okay. Why is economy a salient issue for you?
Well, it's more the monetary policy. I want to know how accountants claim that there is transparency when there's a different accounting system between the private and public sector.
So, when you see the public accounts of the Government of Canada, you can be pretty confident, whether it's a Liberal, Conservative, NDP government, that those are the books as they're stated, and they're fairly representative of the fiscal position of the government. The difference is pretty subtle, and probably not material or going to change your opinion one way or the other.
I'm undecided, and I'm looking for somebody who will close this loophole.
Things are now no longer the best interests of Canadians. Canadians get to decide at least every 5 years what's in their best interest. People would vote in a party that would pass a different law. That's why we have elections.
Forgive me if I don't think about monetary policy.